All right, what's going on, everybody? Gaby Card Stacks here. It is NFL Sunday. You're probably going to see this video a few days later, probably Thursday or Friday, but had a great run of sales with NFL and college football. Over $800 worth of sales. It does include one of my biggest losses I've ever taken, but I'm just going to show you everything that's been moving, what it sold for, and my thoughts. So we'll start with just a quick stack here. This Sam Howell National Treasures, number to 49. It was a jumbo patch. This comped for about 30. I got this 30 minus 20%, so about $24. Sold this one for 44 shipped. Not bad. Sam Howell kind of shaky with that game against the Cardinals there. Romeo Doubs had a huge weekend, 2 touchdowns. I picked up a lot on Saturday knowing that Christian Watson was out. I thought there was a lot of potential and it paid off. This one I bought a few weeks ago. This one sold for I think $39 shipped. This one's numbered to 199. Not bad there. Little Zach Ertz color match, red select to 49. I got this for $5 minus 20-30%, so about $3 or $4 there. Another Romeo Doubs, I bought this for about 30. This one sold for I think for 40. Again, after he scored that second touchdown, I was getting a ton of offers. I started posting some of this stuff on Ryan's Discord, but people were using old comps and not about it. But once that second touchdown hit, this stuff started to fly off my eBay. Another one here, this one I learned a lesson here. So this one I had for 70. Someone sent me an offer for 60 and I just immediately accepted it. I thought, hey, I'm in the money. That sounds good to me. I bought this for I think 40, probably 45 bucks or 35 bucks. And I totally forgot that there was one running at auctions. I was going to end at like 2 hours later after I had accepted, and that one just sold for $75 shipped. So I should have just held it, and maybe that would have capped the other one. Maybe that one made the second one more desirable, but I definitely sold myself short a little bit on that one there. A nice JJ McCarthy here. This is his first, number to 299. Comps are all over the place on JJ McCarthy's. Sometimes his first go for more. Sometimes they go at auctions for like $8. Sometimes these do 30. This one sold for 30, so I was happy with that. I'm well into the money. I picked up a couple of these for like 8 to 12 bucks and sell them for about 30 a piece. This is probably going to end up as a loss after fees. Not my biggest loss, but I bought this in anticipation of week 1 versus Minnesota. I bought this, I guess, a week before. I didn't know that Jeff Sims was in Inception. He was in Bowman University last year. Was not in Bowman University this year or Best, but he made his way into Inception in a Nebraska jersey, and I just thought huge fan base. I didn't really know how well they would do this year. I think their over-under was like 5. They're 0-2 right now. I just thought I'd take a chance at 10, and then before the season, his stuff started spiking up to like $20, $30, and then they lost to Minnesota. They lost to Colorado. He got benched at halftime. I wasn't really watching. I was at shows, and so didn't know, but Chuba Purdy, Brock Purdy's brother, also from Phoenix, seems to be the starter now. I did some research, so I just dropped this to 15. I got 2 watchers instantly, sent out an offer for 11. I think I bought it for like 10, so it is what it is. Kyren Williams, Contenders. I got this for about $3 or $4 at the show this weekend. This is where the research and just kind of, just trusting yourself as well comes into play. I mean, this was only like a $3 card for me, but during mini camp and all these reports, you got to sort through, just all the information and kind of take a dive onto all these depth charts and see what's going on and take a chance on guys that you kind of believe in or don't believe in, I guess. I'm not a huge Cam Akers guy. Kyren seemed to be getting a lot of hype. Hey, this might be a running back by committee. He'll be getting some split workload stuff. So I took a chance and started buying into some of his stuff, and he had a day. He had 2 touchdowns today. People were laughing at me for buying Kyren on ComC. Every now and then, if I buy a lot on ComC in a day, I'll post, what I've been buying, and always got comments about Kyren. But had himself a day. That one sold for $12. I had it listed for 10 yesterday. After he scored the first touchdown, I jumped it up to 12 or 13. And then that one sold, so went on ComC, found another silver Contenders auto for $7, so bought that. I think I have a monopoly on those, so happy about that. Stetson Bennett, blue to 99. I got this in a dollar bin yesterday, and this one I got an offer for $9, so not bad there. And then Kenneth Gainwell, Prism Silver. I bought this. There's just, I feel like a lot of people in preseason were like, oh, Kenny's going to be the number 1 in Philly. I don't necessarily care, but I just, around those rumors, I'll buy it. And once it's kind of solidified, you know, Super Bowl contending team, I'll take that chance. I've been picking up for like 15 bucks. I was last comp at 15. I had 2 listed at 30. Someone's had an offer for 25 plus 4 shipping. So just decided to raise that comp up for everyone else, as I have another copy as well. I'll try to hold that one now. So now on to my biggest loss here of all time, my biggest card I've ever purchased, and coincidentally it'll be my biggest loss now. Aaron Hernandez, PSA 10, Topps Chrome, autograph, numbered 250. I bought this in anticipation of Swamp Kings. I mean, that was the documentary everyone was waiting for, just talking about how there were 43 arrests on that championship roster over time. I feel like they were just going to have, you know, a lot of that featured. I still haven't watched it just because I've heard horrible things about it and just really disappointing. It's just talking about Urban Meyer, not any of the bad stuff. So I bought this for $320 the day after that documentary got announced, announced. And I just figured, you know what, this is a play. I believe in kind of the Netflix hype and the media and all of that. That's going to play into it. People are going to watch that documentary. They're going to remember all those players. Turns out I'm gonna lose a decent amount off of that documentary, Johnny Football or Untold. That documentary I made a good amount on, so maybe this kind of helps eat into that loss. But yeah, I got an offer for 200. I had it listed for 500. I was thinking about it and I was like, I'll just counter at 300. Like 200 is a pretty low offer considering it's listed at 5. They sent an offer for 225. I sent another counter at 290, and I was like, hey, I'm all in at 320. You know, if I'm really trying to, like, I might just hold it, but if I'm really trying to sell it, I would sell it for cash at a show or try to trade out of it. And then they messaged me and they were like, oh, hey, totally understand, no hard feelings. You know, after I sent that $225 offer, I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't accept it. And I was like, you know what, after I sent you the counter offer, I was like, man, I should have just accepted that. And then he's like, oh, up to you, brother. Like, you know, let me know. I was like, well, you have the counter offer. If you send me that $225 counter offer, I will accept it. And then like 20 minutes later, send me the counter offer. I accepted and paid. So this goes back to eBay authenticity. I never broke the seal or anything, so hopefully no issues there. If you have anything listed over 250, then it automatically goes through authenticity, regardless of whether you sell it for over 250. So, just going to take my loss. I'm going to lose about $150 on this, but I'm going to put that money into something else, let it grow, and just move on. And I kind of learned my lesson there. Not really. I'm not going to learn my lesson because as soon as there's another documentary, I'm probably going to do the same thing. But I'll probably try to be a little bit more not intentional. I don't know. I'll probably just do a little bit more research or try to be a little bit more smart about it, I guess. All right, onward. Brock Purdy Optic, I bought this at the show for 10. This one sold for 15. And I sold that Micah Parsons in a lot that I got for 3. I sold that for $9. I think, we're going to get to it anyways. So just kind of wanted my way of gambling on that Steelers game. Also, I also bet 49ers money line anyways, but nonetheless, nice sale there. Chris Olave got this for $10, took an offer for $25 plus 3 or 4 shipped. So gonna make $10 on that, not bad at all there. He was injured a little bit and then came back. Tyquan Thornton, a guy that had a lot of hype going into the season. I didn't realize he was on injured reserve. I was still I think it was recent, but I've still kind of been buying that stuff. There's been rumors that Juju Smith is not in a good spot at all. Trying to kind of sell out of this Tyquan stuff. This is a jumbo patch, 4-color, three-ish colors out of 25. I think this one sold for 15 shipped, so I think I got it for probably about $8 to $10, so probably breaking even there. Got this in a Joey Porter lot. I got 2 refractors, a purple and a refractor auto for like $25. I sold this pair for $5. I think I sold purple for $5, so I'm into that auto for like $15, so not bad there. And then next, so I talked about Sports Illustrated for kids in one of my videos. I just sold a $40 Rashad Bateman Contenders Optic Auto. Nice. So I'll throw that up on the screen. I sent offers for $30 all day, but now it looks like I just sold that at full price, so great. So Sports Illustrated for kids, $20 for a 2-year subscription on Groupon. I think I sold a lot this weekend. The Sabrina Ionescu for like $3-4 there. I'll just kind of skip around here. This was from my last issue. That was like $2. Scoot Henderson, that was $4 there. Actually, I had everything in order, so I guess I'll kind of. Paul Skeens, that was $4. Paul Milano, that was like $3. And then Messi. So this one was actually a nice winner. I sold it for $10. There were some at auctions for $20, but then there was some guy who posted it for $4. I was happy to sell mine at $10. So I made my money back on this issue alone, basically. So really nice little strategy there. And that's just, now we're just waiting for some big player, their first card, a Caitlin Clark, a Victor Wembanyama card. And that's really going to be, those cards where we're doing numbers. So happy to sell these, just super low end stuff, and it pays for my subscription. So not bad on the Sports Illustrated for kids. Dylan Gabriel, Lava Auto. I think I sold this for 35-ish shipped. I kind of wanted to hold it, but someone's offering me money. I'm in the money. I'm going to take it. So I didn't hate that at all. I don't have much Dylan Gabriel left though. So I think all I have left is a gold. Tyler Algier, this one I sold it a day early, but it would have sold at the same price anyways, given his performance. Huge day. I've really been on the Tyler Algier, like his stuff is way too cheap. He rushed for 1,000 yards last year. I get they have a ton of weapons. Pitts has been disappointing. Drake London didn't have any action, it looked like. And then of course they drafted Bijan, and Mac Hollins is a decent number 2. Yeah, I guess he'd be number 2. But I was still buying his base optic contenders goes for like $3. His parallels do like $8 to $12. His reds were doing $10-15. So I bought this at the show for 15 or so, probably 10-ish. Sold it for 21 shipped. I missed out on maybe an extra $4 or $5. I would have listed it for $30. That would have been probably the next price range it probably would have sold at, but nonetheless, I'll take the profit there. But again, Algier, just this whole offseason, I even put it in my Discord yesterday. I was posting it, and I was like, man, this really doesn't do as much as I would have thought. And I was like, why is this stuff so cheap? So I posted that, and yeah, his prices have always blown my mind. Kate Klubnik, I sold this one for $15. There was a comp for $9 on the last one, so I'm always willing to bump that comp up in my favor. I've got 4 copies of these left. I'm probably not going to be buying as much Cade Klubnik, or they almost lost, or they didn't almost lose to Charleston Southern, but he threw a pick 6. They were losing to Charleston at some point for some time. If his stuff goes any lower or much lower, then I might start. That might be the price point where I'm like, okay, now it's worth a chance. But where his prices were before, it was just unsustainable. Just so much hype baked into that. I couldn't get myself to buy it. This one, Mason Smith, the same person, whoever this person is, thank you for buying all my Mason Smith, I guess, kind of. I still wanted to hold it, but that's why I list these cards, is to sell them. So if they're going to pay for them, I'll take it. But this person has literally bought all of my Mason Smith. This is a yellow refractor to 75, nice little color match. This was, I think, 14 or $15. So, my philosophy would have been to sell all my yellows and maybe some of my golds, and then take that money, buy a gold auto. Just haven't been any gold autos that have popped up lately, so still a believer in Mason Smith. If something does come across, I've got my saved search notifications. I'm going to continue to buy. So now some offline stuff that I sold. I'm trying to clear out of stuff. I'm going to have a ComC order of about 50 or 60 cards next week. So I've been trying to, an auction ends soon, so let's see what that is. I'm trying to clear some stuff out. So these were all super cheap cards. These were packaging. So this came in a lot with a Josh Allen. I paid $45 for my Cam Ward gold auto. He was like, I gotta be at 40. I wanted to be at 4. He's like, I gotta be at 45. I wanted to be at 40. He was like, but I'll throw in these 3 cards. Coincidentally, I did end up being at $40. I sold the Josh Allen for like $3 or $4, and I sold these for $1 a piece. So this was just in Ryan's Discord. I threw up a bunch of $2 plain white envelope cards. They said $5 for these 3, and I took it. So just trying to clear out of some low end stuff. For me, this was just a couple dollars sitting in my box. I'm gonna take that and reinvest it. You know, that's $5. You do that over and over and over and over again, and you're gonna end up with $20, $30, $40, $50 to do something else with, you know, that money. So I was happy to get rid of those, and I got to where I wanted to be on that Cam Ward, and that Cam Ward's probably doubled the value now. So not bad there. Jameson Williams, someone reached out and they were like, hey, I saw this on your eBay. What would you do? And I think I just did $30 shipped. I think I had it for like 45-ish together. I was into this one at 15, and this one I was probably into it for nothing. So sold it for $30 shipped. Not bad. Amon-Ra and then Jameson there. Cool color match there, but Jameson with the suspension, you're gonna be waiting a little bit there. Cool Breece Hall Obsidian number 210 patch. I was valued it back when I bought it for like $20, and then I've since made my money on that show, so sold this for $25 shipped. Not bad. This had a lot of interest once I posted it on Twitter. I think I had it on eBay for like $50 and was sending out like $30 offers. No one was buying it, but glad to finally get that done. You know, now again, I've got that 20 just offline deals. I've got $20, $50, $55, I guess $45 after shipping that I can reinvest, go put into one card, make it easier to sell and move. Micah Parsons, so I bought this for $3. I basically got it for free from the show, sold it for $9, plain white envelope on Twitter. That was the main card I wanted from that lot, and it sold immediately. Blake Corum had 3 touchdowns this week, only had like 10 or 12 touches, but 80 yards, I think, and 3 touchdowns against someone not very good, I don't think. And this one's numbered to 50. I got this at auctions for about 15, 20 bucks, sold it for 40 shipped. So I'm going to be making about 15 bucks on that. Not bad at all for Blake Corum there. And again, a shimmer at that price. You know, he could be a Heisman dark horse at this point. I do think Michigan is a national title team. I think they will. I'd love to see Michigan and Florida State in the championship. Georgia's obviously going to be there, but I think like Georgia, Michigan, Florida State are going to be the 3 top teams this year. So, you know, I'm happy to hold Michigan, but this stuff moves super well. And then last one here, another Jameson. I got this for about 15, plus we took 20% off. So probably $12, $13. Sold this one for $24 shipped offline. So, you know, $7 profit. It all adds up, you know. Over time, this is $800 of sales. Of course, this PSA Aaron Hernandez is definitely going to take a hit, but nonetheless, that's everything. A huge weekend. Glad football is back. The Cowboys are smacking the Giants right now, so that's why I wanted to record here. But yeah, just wanted to run through everything and show you everything that's been moving. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I've got all my links down below, and I feel like I keep adding stuff, you know, every week. I've got a new TikTok. I've got my Instagram, Twitter. I'm way more active on Twitter than any other social media, but try to post on other stuff. I've got my own Discord. It's totally free. No tricks. We've got a marketplace, all college football talk, NFL talk, gambling, really anything you need, anything that I really talk about on my channel, you can probably find it in there. ComC, eBay flips, tips, tricks, all that stuff. So if you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.